that lies deep within the lands guarded by the spirit Faron. There you will find the blade of evil's bane that was crafted by the wisdom of the ancient sages, the Master Sword. Evil cloaks you like a dark veil, and that blade is the only thing that can cleave it.
So it accepted you as its master. This thing is the embodiment of the evil magic that Zant cast on you. It's definitely different from our tribe's shadow magic. Careful! If you touch it, you'll turn back into a beast. This thing is too dangerous. It's probably for the best if we just leave it here, huh? But on the other hand, if we kept it, you'd be able to transform into a beast anytime you wanted. Yes, since Zant was kind enough to give this to us, we should be thankful and use it all we can. Hey, but listen, Link, I've got a little favor to ask. Would you mind coming with me to find something called the Mirror of Twilight? It's hidden somewhere in Hyrule. Yes, the Mirror of Twilight, our last potential link to Zant.
Oh my, if it isn't Link! You made it. How ya been, honey? Mercy. But you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey, everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there is one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Oru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him. Okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why don't you relax a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch.
It's Ashei. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight of his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule, it's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah?
Oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. Yes, according to legend, Hyrule's made by the Hylians, who, as we all know, are the closest race to the gods. But also according to legend, long ago there was a race even closer to the gods, and some say these creatures made the Hylians. When they created the people of Hylia, they simultaneously created a new capital, the city that floated in the heavens. They dwelt there, and some scholars believe that this race lives there still, somewhere in the great sky. Sky beings. Isn't that simply marvelous, old boy? What I wouldn't give to meet them.
I thought it was time for you to arrive. Master Link, isn't it? You do know Telma, don't you? I am RetroRue. I am a part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I've heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now that prison is condemned, even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert, at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes? Is that so? Let good old RetroRue help you out. You see Lake Hylia below us? A man named Fyre runs an amusement ride of sorts. Give him this. See? Long ago, I saved this man, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fyre, all should go well.
From old RetroRue, huh? Ah, well, I guess I ought to do what the old coot says. Oasis flight. Right? So here you go. One of our secret options not available to the general public. So this time it's all paid for. So what do you say? You want to go? Alrighty then. But remember, next time you gotta pay. Sweet sailing, buddy of mine.
One for Oasis! Fire in the hole!
Wait. Link? Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the fused shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven to another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, fitting in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight, as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you now understand what I am? I'm a descendant of the tribe that was banished to the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place until Zant took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all of the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and the darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you?
You still live. How astonishing. No wonder some call you hero. But this is truly a bittersweet reunion. Truly. For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive.
Link, let's go. We're close to the Mirror of Twilight.
dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. You who are guided by fate, you possess the crest of the goddesses. Hear us.
At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times.
You seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses.
His name is...
Ganondorf.
He was the leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing domain of the sacred realm. He was known as a demon thief and an evil magic wielder renowned for his ruthlessness. Fury and might, he was blind to any danger, as was he exposed, subdued, and brought to justice. Yet blessed with the chosen power of the gods.
His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to the purest malice. Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant.
You're just now figuring out where Zant got his power? It's far too late.
Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight. So Zant could merely break it into pieces. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight becomes fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule.
One is in the snowy mountain heights.
One is in the ancient grove.
And one is in the heavens. You who have been sent by the goddesses, you should be able to gather the 3 pieces.
But you must be prepared, For a dangerous power resides in those fragments.